location of your emergency.
Breaking news out of North Idaho. Moscow police are investigating a homicide on King Road.
Is she breathing?
No.
So 5'10", all black. Could you see what color his eyebrows were or anything like that?
No, I don't remember what his eyes look like either.
Officers discovered the bodies of Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Maddie Mogen, and Kaylee Goncalves, but no weapon has been located at this time.
Arrested. That's 28-year-old Bryan Christopher Kohberger in custody today.
Mr. Kohberger allegedly stalked one of the victims. That's false.
We do not have evidence that the defendant had direct contact with 1122 or with residents of 1122, but we can put his phone in that area. There are many residences in that area. It's a dense population of mostly college-related occupants.
Everything is alleged. Hey there, you guys. Am I unmuted? No, I'm good. How's everyone doing? This is a little bit later than I wanted to do it because I noticed that Accomplished Day was posting Cole Barenberg. I always want to say his name wrong. Cole Barenberg's interview, and I wanted to listen to that one. So I asked her how long it was going to take so that I could schedule it about 30 minutes or so after, because I wanted to hear that. So I'm going to give you all the link real quick in case you guys didn't go. Oh, man. Listen to that. The very end, he has something very interesting to say. Rumor-wise. And I'm just kind of like, holy shit. That's crazy. Very crazy. So go over there and take a listen to that one. This is the guy that got kicked out the bar, by the way, Cole Barenberg, the guy that got, again, kicked out the bar. It's so funny how nonchalant the police are with this guy when he's just like, oh, I got kicked out the bar? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that. And they're just like, yeah, man, it's totally cool. Shit happens. And I'm just like, what the I'm so tired. I'm so tired of it. Y'all go listen to that. The rumor's crazy. I want y'all to just go to the source. You know how I am. Go to the source. Listen to it over there. We'll probably go over it maybe like Sunday, maybe Saturday during the daytime, maybe. Y'all go listen to it over there. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, the one that we are going to go over today is Tim. Oh, my God. Tim DeWulf's, because I put a little votey thingy up. And I let you guys vote on which one we were going to do. I'm going to pull it up real quick so you guys can see. Yeah, Tim is still the same. So it was either going to be Riley Moreland or Tim DeWulf because they were at about the same, but they were at like 40 and 44. Now Riley's down a couple points, but Tim DeWulf is the one that won here. See, there's the little thingy-mabobber. So we're going to listen to old Timmy boy over here. I listened to a little bit of it, not too much of it, just enough to be able to get some stuff for the thumbnail because I didn't want to just go into it completely, with nothing, to be able to put something on the screen. So I heard some of it. What I've heard so far, I haven't really heard anything that is standing out, but I literally stopped at like maybe the 20-minute mark, I guess, somewhere around there. Now, I do know that this is the one that says that he was over at the Whites until around 3:30 in the morning. Ooh. Does anyone know if anyone has been able to figure out exactly what apartment he was at or like who he was hanging out with? Because I'm sure that somebody's figured it out by now. He gives like initials, and I know that people are really good at figuring out the in-betweens here. So I feel like somebody probably has figured it out where he was. But for him to have been there until around 3:30 is interesting, especially since the more recent interviews that have come out, that one girl is now saying that there's like a rumor or whatever going around that a guy was at 1122 until 3:30-ish. So that's interesting. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and listen to this. And if you guys have heard this already, if there's something specific you want me to listen for, let me know. Because sometimes I don't hear things that you guys have already heard. All right, the caption should be on. I figure this is the right like little move around for the thing so that you guys can actually see the words.
Hello. Hey, my name is Brady Walker. I'm a detective with Idaho State Police. I'm trying to
Oh, hold on a minute. Oh my God. Slow back down. Okay. It's crazy enough. Okay, now it should be back to normal. Thanks for the jewels, you guys. Oh, hey, Ice.
Hey, my name is Brady Walker. I'm a detective with Idaho State Police. I'm trying to get a hold of Tim.
Yeah.
Hey, man, do you have a few minutes to chat?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, so reason I'm calling you is I don't have a ton of context, but I did. It sounds like from what I can gather that you had some text conversations with Ethan the night everything happened.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't. No.
What's that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Were you guys in this?
Now, I will say, in a second here, the officer is going to be like, I'm trying to say, how do I word this? He's going to say things that make me feel as if he thinks as if this guy isn't taking this serious. And he's trying to be nice about it. So he's trying to like lean on a more like sympathetic route. But it seems like, I mean, you hear how he's answering. Like, I don't know what, I didn't catch a time. If they said a time, I didn't catch it. But you hear how he sounds. I mean, I'll start it over. And he says something at some point and it's like, this guy's not taking this seriously. He needs to like, come on. Like he's yeah. It's just still so shocking to me, the lack of anything besides just like from these people. Like it's to a maximum. It's just really uncomfortable.
Hello.
Hey, my name is Brady Walker. I'm a detective with Idaho State Police. I'm trying to get a hold of Tim.
Yeah.
Hey, man, do you have a few minutes to chat?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, so reason I'm calling you is I don't have a ton of context, but I did. It sounds like from what I can gather that you had some text conversations with Ethan the night everything happened.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't. No.
What's that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Were you guys in this? I guess did you know Ethan?
In the report, he didn't want to cooperate, but they redacted that part. Which report is that? I'm gonna go pull it up. I didn't even look beforehand.
Yeah,
that's not shocking. That's
okay.
Crazy.
How long had you guys been?
And see, that's another thing. Okay, so the fact that he like didn't want to cooperate and didn't want to do the interview, and then he acts so like nonchalant and like he didn't even know that he was kicked out the bar. Why would you be like against speaking to the police if you didn't know that you got kicked out the bar? Then you would know. Then how would you know that you had like a red flag on you already for you to not be cooperative? See, that's so shisty, bro. So shady. So shady.
A year and a half. This is third semester.
Okay. Were you guys like fairly close or just associates, or I guess how would you describe yourselves?
Yeah, we were pretty close. He's one of my best friends.
Okay. Tim, obviously before we go any farther,
thank you, Connor.
I know I'm calling you for a horrible reason. It sucks that this is how we have to chat.
Listen to how he talks to him.
Close. He's one of my best friends.
Okay. Tim, obviously before we go any farther, I know I'm calling you for a horrible reason. It sucks that this is how we have to chat, and I don't even have the words to express how shitty this is, man. I get it. So I want that to be clear, man. I know you're going through a pretty hard time, and I'm aware of that. We're just trying to put all the pieces together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Were you with Ethan at all that night or the day before?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay. What were you guys doing that night?
We were just in our lodge.
Okay.
Having a party.
And that's where?
Seneca.
Okay. Can you just walk me through what just your guys' interaction that night?
I don't really. He like came to go. I don't know. Just say what's up, Ethan, or whatever. And then it's not like we never.
He said, what he said is, "What's up, Ethan?" What the YouTube caption computer changed it to is, "What's up, you fool," or whatever. See, that's why I hate YouTube captions. It's usually so wrong.
That night?
I don't really. He like came to go. I don't know. Just say what's up, Ethan, or whatever. And then it's not like we never really talked that much that night. Cause I was off doing my own thing.
Okay. What were you doing? Like you were you at a different party?
Yeah, I was just hanging out with my girlfriend.
Okay. Who's your girlfriend?
So right here where it's redacted, it shows in the report. This is what Connor was talking about. So I can make this a little bit bigger. When it's talking about his chick, in the report, it says, where'd it go? When I asked who his girlfriend was, he paused and said, I don't really feel comfortable answering these questions. I don't know. I asked blank if there was any reason why. He replied, I don't know. Like, out of respect of Ethan, I don't know. Like, okay, blank is my girlfriend. I'll just answer the questions. After that, blank seemed more forthcoming with information. So what does that mean, out of respect for Ethan? Was he dating Maisie? Is this why Maisie was crying? He didn't want to mention who the girlfriend was out of respect for Ethan. So was it Maisie? Was it one of Ethan's ex-girlfriends? And if they don't redact that section out of the report itself, why bother redacting it out of the interview? That doesn't make any sense. But like, why? If they're not going to take that portion out of here, why let us be able to read it? His girlfriend is Madison Fitzgerald. So who is that in relationship to Ethan? And that actually makes sense because it's going to sound like he says like Maddie. So I was thinking, because I didn't know who the connection was. I was thinking maybe he was dating that other Maddie, the Maddie Mogen chick. Connor does know all, bro. Connor knows everything. Oh my God. So why in the hell would him dating Madison Fitzgerald, why would that be disrespectful to Ethan? I don't understand that. When I asked who his girlfriend was, blank paused and said, I don't really feel comfortable answering these questions. I don't know. I asked blank if there was any reason why. He replied, I don't know. Like, out of respect of Ethan. I don't know, like, okay, Madison Fitzgerald is my girlfriend. Is that somebody who dated Ethan before? That's crazy. I have no idea. That's interesting. Okay, let's go back. So I'm going to keep this up. So if they redact anything else, I'll be able to maybe see if there's anything else. Oh, yeah. I remember listening to one of those interviews. The Fitzgerald interview. She's got like dark hair. What do you mean out of respect for Ethan? Right? Like, that's a very strange comment. Okay. All right. Let's just listen. That is very strange. Out of respect for Ethan. This is where he's saying all these things, and they have it redacted.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, man. The reason we're doing this is we're just trying to put together all the pieces of everything that happened that night. And so, so talking to friends, talking to family, and people who he was around and that sort of thing. That just really helps us kind of get a picture,
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's rough, man. I really do.
Did he just say Ethan's name right there?
Get a picture,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's rough, man. I really do.
It's okay.
We're trying to do right by.
So this is the sister. This is Kennedy Fitzgerald. So for those who haven't heard that interview, here's that one. So Tim DeWulf is dating Kennedy Fitzgerald's sister, Madison. Yeah. Okay.
By everybody here who shouldn't have died that night,
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get to the bottom of it. You said it was Matt.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that spelled like normal Matt or how exactly?
Yeah. Normal man.
Like.
Yep.
Okay. And where were you guys?
We were at some Mackay.
So at the same.
Most of the night. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Okay. Where'd you guys go from there?
And then she went to bed early, and then me and a couple of my buddies went over to the Whites. I don't know if you know where that's at.
Yeah, it's been a second since I've been in here. Do you know the address for that?
It's right in front of it. Were they at that one girl's apartment? The one that they talked to you about the blood at the Whites? From 1:30 to 3:30? I don't know if we ever figured out where he was. Like what apartment was it?
So you said Matt went to bed and you went over, you and some buddies went to the Whites?
Yeah.
Okay. Who'd you go to the Whites with?
So Jay.
Okay.
Her.
What time about did you get there? Do you remember?
Like, is it her apartment? Like, were they over there? I mean, like, I just wish that we knew exactly where they were because there's so many different people and so many different options of apartments for the Whites for people that are connected to this case in some way.
Probably like 1:30. It was really late.
Okay. And whose room or what room number did you get up to?
Jeez, I don't.
They don't really have anything right here that would be like telling for what's being said. It's just that you're based like they went to an upper right apartment is all it says. And the number, I don't know how the numbering system is.
That specific apartment or the
At
whole
the White?
complex?
Yeah, that's.
But it looks like it's a, I mean, that looks like a single digit or maybe like a teen digit, you know, like a 1 and another number. It's very, very small right here. But it says they went to an upper right apartment, commonly called blank by everyone else. So it's an apartment at the Whites that has a nickname. So what apartments over at the Whites have nicknames? We know that the houses have nicknames. I don't think I've ever heard of an apartment with a nickname.
Specific apartment.
Okay. So you got there around like 1:30.
Yeah.
Okay. What we're just like continuing the party or hanging out or what?
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Hey, Mike.
We weren't tired.
Okay.
The rack. Okay, so we've heard that in another term too when it comes to, I guess, Ethan paying people back money. Like y'all said that's also a term used for like a 6-pack of beer or something like that. Like he would pay them back plus a rack is what we had heard. So I'm going to assume that nickname probably has something to do with drinking based off that context.
And I guess this something I'm telling everybody as we talk to him.
Shark Tank and Treehouse. And then there's another one where like these king girls live. And I don't remember exactly what the nickname for that is. I know there's also like a cougar thing, I think. I don't know, there's lots of different nicknames. Come on.
Okay. So you got there around like 1:30.
Yeah.
Okay. What we're just like continuing the party or hanging out or what?
Yeah, we're just hanging out because we weren't tired.
Okay. And I guess this something I'm telling everybody as we talk to him. I don't know how old you are, Tim. I honestly don't care if I discovered that you were drinking alcohol or that other people were. That's really not the relevancy of what we're dealing with, you know. So like if I, for instance, like we discover that people, they smoked weed yesterday or they drank and they're not 21. I really don't care and nobody does. We're obviously looking at something a lot bigger, you know. So like I don't want an apprehension or a fear of like, I don't know, admitting to a cop that you drank. I don't want that to like prevent us from finding out what we need to know. So like it's kind of a free zone in that respect, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. How long were you at the rack?
And literally like no one had ever heard that before. She said that on the Hannity interview and everyone was like, what did she say? No one has ever called 1122 anything regarding that ever. That was like, no. Never. Never ever heard that before. Welcome, Katie.
I'll say it was probably like 2 hours.
Okay. Do you remember like what time you left? About pretty close?
Yeah, I think we probably left around like 3:30 in the morning.
All right. And where'd you go from there?
We just went straight back to Sammy.
Sammy Khan, you saw the way that it did the caption.
Okay.
Christ.
Was anybody else? I guess. Well, let me back up. So you went there with James, right?
Yeah.
Who was it? You remember who was at the?
It almost sounds like he said the name Trey.
All three of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Was anybody else? I guess. Well, let me back up. So you went there with James, right?
Yeah.
Who was it? You remember who was at the when you got there?
Yeah, there's the people that live there and like 2 girls that I don't really know very well.
Okay. Who's the dudes?
Who's the dudes?
Like
they're trying to like match him. It's so weird.
One of the dudes' name is his last name. Yeah.
Do you know his last name?
No. Or any I don't know his last name.
Okay. Do you have his phone number by chance?
His phone number?
Yeah. Okay. What about the other dude there?
Connor, of course.
Do you have his number?
I might, yeah.
Okay.
No, I've heard.
Would you mind looking?
We've heard the Trent Gwynn name before. I don't know if we've heard of Jaden Shepard. Didn't you post an interview of the Trent guy? I think I remember that name.
real quick?
Yeah.
Cool.
I might.
That's a lighter.
Okay. Would you mind looking real quick?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hear it? Dude's high as hell talking to the cops. Lighting it up while he's on the interview. Jesus Christ. Oh, me too. I used to say dude and chick all the time. That's how I talk. I think so. On the phone with the cops. He'll lie and say it's a cigarette. That's the one. So the two guys that this guy went to the Whites with were interviewed on the same report, but their actual audio and videos that are supposed to be archived as evidence do not exist. Of course. At least not where they're looking, right? I can't wait to see what they probably got that damn request from Accomplished Day about the other system and shit their pants. I can just about imagine.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, go ahead with that.
Wait. Yep.
Okay, cool. I kind of forgot. Do you have, can I get Jane and Trent numbers too?
Yeah.
Cool. And I probably spelled Jane. Can you just make sure I spelled Jane right? No, and that was Shepard, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is Jim.
I talked to her yet. Wait a minute. I talked to her yesterday. Was it yesterday that we did the live about the DoorDash shit denial? Wasn't that yesterday? I don't know. My days blurred together. Was that last night? Was that last night? Yeah, I talked to Amber yesterday. She answered the phone. I recorded the call. I played it in my live last night. I talked to her yesterday. Maybe she told you she was off till September 1st. Unless she just now took off. I talked to her ass yesterday, Connor. I talked to her yesterday. That's hilarious. She's probably trying to avoid everything she can.
Perfect. And you got too?
Oh, it started today. Oh, damn. Connor right at the very end. That's funny as hell.
I think so.
And it was, can you make sure I spell his last name right?
I know she got to be stressed.
Okay.
They got to be stressed out.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't the 13th. This is the 18th. Let me change that.
Yep.
Okay. Did you, and I might have forgot, did you live in the same building as Ethan?
Get another number, bro. Get a Google Voice number. Call her from another number.
I did not know.
Okay. Do you know who his roommates are?
At the time.
And also, mind you, they're just now coming off of a 4-day work week. Because during the summer, they're closed on Fridays. So they've been having a 3-day weekend for the past summertime. And now, and remember, they went on vacation at the very beginning of summer. She was gone for a whole week. The other person was gone for a whole week. That they took turns. Gone for a whole week just at the beginning of summer. Now she's back on another vacation. They're hiring a public records person limited to 1 year. They need one. They need one who that's their freaking specialty and just sits there and organize shit. Because damn.
No, and that was Shepard,
Damn.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is
For real. Just send all. For real. Get it over with.
Perfect. And you got
I'm gonna send her an edible bouquet one day. Just apologize. Just to apologize for us freaking hounding the shit out of her. She's just the paralegal. She doesn't know shit about what's going on. Yeah, for real. Look, it just crossed my mind, like, seriously. They wouldn't hire me, though. They hate me. They can't hire someone they hate. Are you crazy? No. I'd leak everything. I'd risk prison. I'd leak it all, bro.
you got
Thanks, bro.
and it was. Can you make sure I spell his last name right? Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, she gets the brunt end of everything. I would risk prison, bro. I would. I'd leak everything. Everything.
Okay. Did you? And I might have forgot. Did you live in the same building as Ethan?
I did not know.
Okay. Okay. Do you know who his roommates are?
At the time,
Yeah.
I think he lived by himself.
Well, I mean, like he had his own place.
Now remember, I have FOIA'd MPD to try to get photos, walkthrough videos, anything they had regarding them going to Ethan's apartment. And the response I got was, whatever we have was already public. Which we don't have anything public. I have still not found a report that even talks about them going to Ethan's apartment. Still to this day. I don't know what they're talking about. And when I asked her if they said where the information was, because that was their answer. So I figured if that was their response, they would have had to have had knowledge of where it was publicly stated. No answer to that either. So I'm probably going to re-request it some different way, maybe. I don't know. But I just don't see how they can just tell me, oh, it's public record, and then not tell me where it's public. I feel like they should have to tell you.
Yeah, he had his own place.
Okay. Cool. Okay. And you didn't have any text or Snapchat or whatever conversations that night with Ethan?
I did not know.
Okay. Help me. All right. So when you went back to Sigma Chi, did you happen to walk past or go by the crime scene at all?
I did. We just went straight out and then straight across to Sigma Chi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you help me? I guess since I think I'm picturing the map right in my mind, but can you just like explain what the route how you went back?
So you walk out the door of the apartment, you walk down the stairs of the apartments, and then there's a parking lot. And then the road is connected to the parking lot. Not King Street, but like that. I don't know what that other road is. And then you just go straight to Sigma Chi. Like there's no
Taylor.
buildings you have to pass.
Okay.
Just walk across the grass.
Pass over Taylor.
Go to.
Okay.
And then you go to the.
So hang on, I'm looking at a map real quick. I just want to make sure I have the right thing in mind.
Hey,
Let me
Bianca.
get my
Taylor.
Zoom thing.
We're still like right here on the report. Technically, I guess. I don't think they've started talking about the history between Xana and Ethan yet. So I don't know what could be so redacted right here. This guy? Oh, I forget about that damn book. I still haven't finished it. Still haven't finished Broken Please. Still haven't started. We still haven't started Cyray's book. I think I'm just going to go in and just highlight all the places where he talks about Kohberger, and we're only going to talk about those parts. I still need to talk about the emails between him and Harsh, because Harsh sent me those emails. I haven't even read this last one.
I'm just trying to get, make sure.
I haven't even read this last one. I need to get that done. That's probably going to be a live that we do at some point by Sunday. Because Cyray, he's so stupid. And I need to talk some more shit about Cyray. So we'll probably do that soon.
We're talking about the same thing. One sec.
I can't. I promised it to Crazy Cutie. I haven't forgotten.
Okay.
Still there.
And the three of you guys go together?
Yeah.
All right. And are you at Sigma Chi, do you have your own room with like common areas, or do you like share rooms?
It's like our Sigma Chi is like an apartment style, so we actually all live in the same apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, do you have like your own bedroom?
Why are we blocking this? We already know how they live there. That's crazy. What in the world could possibly... Because again, we're not even talking. We're still right here. There was a male resident. Okay, well, actually, let me pause it. So on the report, when it's still talking about him being at the apartment and going over back to his place before it gets into the history between Xana and Ethan, it talks about again where he says the apartment was upper right and it had a nickname. You guys said it's probably the Rack because that's the common nickname for an apartment there. It says there was a male resident there named Blank with an unknown last name, along with Blank and a couple of unidentified females. They stayed there for a couple hours before leaving around 3:30, returning to Blank. When they left the Blank, they went down the stairs, across the parking lot, across Taylor Avenue, and then across the field to Blank. Blank had some food and then went to bed around 5 o'clock. So I guess this is where maybe he's talking about this person and the chicks. I'm going to press play now. And the chicks that were there, and maybe that's why it's redacted. I don't know. I did hear that Wickham did another interview where he said something about more suspects. But see, it's hard to trust Whitcomb because he's come out here and he's answered things one way and then answered things a different way. And he's an author, so he also claims that he's not held to like all these legal things. So it's hard to understand why he's not answering questions the same way. You know what I mean? Like, it's really just difficult to really read him because like a part of me is like a lot of people, like I just read Tammy's comment. I know a lot of people came into this case because this book released. But for those of us that have been in the case since day one, like a lot of us are not happy with the Broken Plea book. And I'm probably the leader of that because there's some incorrect information in there that is factually incorrect that we have dug up information to prove is incorrect. And he doubles down on it and uses it throughout the entire book, even though it's not real. And then the other expert, the Chris Holland guy, he's coming out and he's also putting down that Xana's blood is in the kitchen. And that's not true. That dot is not even blood. It wasn't even enough to be tested because it was negative for blood. It's not true. And there's just things there that aren't factual. And so when something comes out that gets so much attention on a case, it doesn't matter to me what side of it it's on if it does the same thing. So to me, yes, Broken Plea brought out a lot of people, and I'm glad it got the case more attention, but so does a bad Netflix documentary. And look what we do to those. We destroy them to their core. It's no different with these books. And again, it's good that it's got people talking about stuff. The hair in Ethan's hand is very real. There's documentation to prove it's very real. Yes, there are a lot of questions that were addressed in the book, but he also didn't even have the right year for Bryan Kohberger's car. There's so many things in there that he has inaccurate that are so public that he could have gotten literally from just a Google search, and he got that stuff wrong. So it's, if you know me for who I try to be out here when it comes to facts and sticking to documents and trying to figure things out from the real information, you can see why that's very aggravating to me. Especially when he's going on all these interviews on these big podcasts and these big news channels, and he's like retelling some things, and he's telling them now differently than what he told us here when he did interviews on several different true crime channels, or he's answering things on, you know, big YouTube channels that he's answering differently over on the news. The inconsistency doesn't help, along with the fact that there's some stuff in there that's just not accurate. So, like, again, it just bothers me because we already have to fight off stuff like the Netflix documentary, the Sundance documentary. My God, that was probably the worst. You know, I take that back. They had the ID episode, and I feel like the Sundance and the ID episode were on the same level of this is horrible. Legit horrible. The Sundance one had a local woman who was talking shit about people like me and other content creators out here on social media while claiming that the sheath was found in Kaylee's bed because that's where the girls died, was in Kaylee's room. And Ethan and Xana were at a formal at Sigma Chi together at a formal. Girl's so full of bullshit. So full of bullshit. So, like, I look at all things the same. Again, I like that the book got put out here. I just wish that it was put out here by somebody who actually gave a shit. Because I feel like he put away a project that he actually did have a lot of effort into. He'd been working on that case book for years and then just all of a sudden shelved it and put out something that I feel was largely contributed to by AI. And he didn't retain anything in order for him to have an argument to stand on when he comes out here and he gets asked all these questions. He just always goes back to, oh, in my book, oh, in my book. Well, that's because it's not up here because it's not here, so you don't care. And that bothers me, too. But this is all stuff y'all have heard before, you know. Y'all have literally heard me talk about this 1,000 times. These redactions in this are crazy right here. Got to be that other person that they're talking about. How many times does he do that? Being in a relationship with this guy and like having a conversation with him constantly, and that being like top 5 of the way that he responds to things would be traumatic. It would be traumatic. That's wild. That's like his go-to reaction. It's horse lips. It's hilarious. Hey there, buddy. How you doing? Thanks for the jewels, you guys. Thank you for the gifted membership, Curious Cat. I appreciate that. I thought the letter sent to. Oh wait, hold on a minute. Okay, hold on. I'm confused. Stop. Halt. Whatever the freaking word is. Sigma Chi letter. Weird ass Sigma Chi letter. I wasn't aware that that there was a Sigma Chi letter. For some reason, that's not Rolodexing in my brain. But I am actually really surprised. Somebody might have told me that there was a Sigma Chi letter. Like, I feel like it's very distant and faint, but it's there somewhere in my memory. Anyway, I'm surprised that anything like that got released because they wouldn't release the one that was sent to the sorority. So that's interesting. No, I'm going to have to go look at that. I did not know. That's interesting. Weird. Very strange. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I remember there being a sorority. I don't remember being told there was a Sigma Chi one. I know me and Connor talked about the one that was denied. Maybe he mentioned it to me then. Maybe because I haven't actually seen it, it's not sticking into my brain. I think maybe that's what it is. Yeah. I'll have to check it out. Like, it's kind of strange they're asking this guy how many times Ethan slept over at Xana's, knowing that they don't live together. So it'd be really difficult for a guy who doesn't live in the same building as another man to know when he's not home. So I just don't find the reasoning for asking questions like that, because it's not like he has a GPS locator on the man. See where he's at all the time. Oh, I forgot it wasn't on the thing. Okay, let me go back.
Everyone was asleep.
The Sigma Chi. Okay, that's all right. So, so about 3:30, you leave the Whites, go back to Sigma Chi. Were your other roommates home when you got there?
Yeah, everyone was asleep though.
Okay. And then so after you got back to your place, what'd you do then?
I think I made some food and then I went to bed.
You remember about what time you would have crashed? Said obviously you're pretty close with Ethan, yeah.
You should be able to hear it now. I had it on the wrong screen.
All right. So you said obviously you're pretty close with Ethan, yeah.
You can hear it now though, right? Should be able to hear it now.
How long had he and Xana been dating?
Since before summer, so like before school got out last year. So probably like 7 months.
Okay.
6 months, maybe.
Okay. And do you know how often how often would you stay over there with Xana?
Seems weird to ask that, honestly.
Like, I mean, I know nothing's definite, but like once a week, 5 days a week, like every night, what are you thinking? Like on average, just kind of like an estimate, you know what I'm saying?
Estimate, I'd say probably like 6 times a week.
Okay.
I honestly don't know for sure, but that seems about right.
Sure. So, because it was obvious that they were really close, you know.
Yeah.
It seemed like did the relationship seem pretty good?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So was it kind of those like, hey, I keep my apartment because I keep my stuff there, and that's where I get my mail, and where everyone thinks I live, but I'm pretty much just crashing with my chick most of 6 nights a week.
So are they not going to discuss the fact that Ethan was not allowed to live at the fraternity? Because this officer is making it sound like Ethan's, like he's just kind of like running his mouth a little bit.
What are you thinking? Like on average, just kind of like an estimate, you know what I'm saying?
I'd say probably like 6 times a week.
Okay.
I honestly don't know for sure, but that seems about right.
Sure. So, because it was obvious that they were really close,
Yeah.
It seemed like did the relationship seem pretty good?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So was it kind of those like, hey, I keep my apartment because I keep my stuff there, and that's where I get my mail, and where everyone thinks I live, but I'm pretty much just crashing.
What
with
is he laughing for?
Chick most of 6 nights a week, except for this.
Annoying.
Okay. When would he not stay there? I guess what would cause him to stay at his own place or stay elsewhere?
Why are you asking this man this question?
Maybe because school, he had an early class. I didn't really know his schedule that much because he wasn't living in the fraternity, so I didn't know when he had class. And
yeah.
So maybe if he had an early class, he'd just stay home.
So pretty much he just. I mean, except for keeping his stuff there, he pretty much lived with Xana.
Yeah.
Okay. So you and Ethan were at the same Sigma Chi
Yeah, this
party,
guy's questions are crap.
Yeah.
This guy's questions are dumb, and the way he says things are dumb. He doesn't. Oh my God. He's just like, so it's just like one of them things, Ugh, shut up. God damn. These officers are so dumb. In all these interviews are so dumb. Thank you for the $9.99, Katie. Appreciate you, Jules. You, Connor, and accomplished putting major work in lately. You played major role in Bryan's appeal more than you realize. I'm just glad that things are moving forward. My God. I am so glad things are moving forward. I know they're the worst freaking things ever. The worst. The worst freaking things ever. It's a hand-drawn pic of Ethan with a bunch of random stamps. Oh, the letter that Logan got from the Sigma Chi thing? Yeah, that's crazy. I'll take a look at it after we're done with the interview.
Okay. Do you know where Ethan went after he left? Well, let me back up. Do you know when Ethan left the party?
I do not know.
Okay. When did you when did you find out that Ethan wasn't there anymore, if you remember?
I don't. I don't know.
Sure. And hey, man, I get it. If there's something that you don't remember, I'm not asking you to try to guess and give your best. If you guess, that's fine. You can't remember stuff that doesn't exist in your mind, So it's fine if there's a question I ask that that you can't hum with, Was there a planned after party, or was there some kind of event or activity that members of your fraternity were going to do after that party?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. There wasn't an after party or a secondary. Hey.
Maybe go over to the Whites, where I went later that night. That's usually how it goes, kind of.
Okay.
You go over there and hang out once the party gets shut down.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Give me. When did you find out what had happened?
That next day.
The next day.
I think it was 12 o'clock the next day.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
noon, right when it happened, basically.
Unresponsive, and I was like, what? And I got up, and everyone was. Yeah.
Sure. Did you know? How well did you know Xana?
Pretty well.
Okay.
Pretty well.
How about Maddie and Kaylee?
Pretty sure it's the December 2022 criminality. I'm pretty sure it's that. I'm pretty sure it's the one before. Because I remember Enton's like on a bar stool and he's inside their house and Steve is in like a t-shirt. There's only like a 4.5, maybe like 5-minute clip that I've been able to find online somewhere. I can't find the other one literally any freaking where. I don't know if I needed the other one. Definitely the 2022 one, because I watched it on YouTube. Let me find the one that is out here, the little 5-minute clip, so I can verify.
I didn't know Maddie and Kaylee as well as I knew the other two.
Would you describe yourselves as like friends, close friends, associates, or just kind of like how would that go?
Like Maddie and Kaylee, I'd see them and say hey every once in a while, but we never really sat down and had like a long conversation and like hung out.
Okay, and would it be fair to say that you knew Xana because you were pretty close with Ethan? Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah.
This one. December 4th, 2022 is when it got posted to News Nation. And I can't find the long one anywhere. I can't find it anywhere.
I knew, last year we hung out, like a couple of us, bunch of us civic guys, we used to go over to her old house where she used to live, and we hung out there all the time with them.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So I know you didn't.
Some of these
know
questions
Maddie
are
and
repeated.
Kaylee as well. Did Xana seem? Did she seem pretty happy most of the time? Like, did she like where she was living? Did she like her phase of the relationship? How would you describe her, just like personality wise and stuff as a whole?
She was great.
Yeah.
Like she never ceased to like not put a smile on your face. She always seemed like, same with Ethan. Like I never saw those two in like a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
But they were just like grumpy. They're always had a smile on their face.
Sure. Just kind of like the life of the life of the party people, always made you feel better kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did Xana have any? Did she have any previous relationship? Not with Ethan, but did she have like any previous relationship drama, or were there any like exes or something that were kind of like a problem, or that went to the university that was just kind of ended on a bad note, or anything like that you know of?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. And did you know Xana before she started dating Ethan?
I did, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How long before, I guess, did you know her?
Since I got to college.
Okay. Did she ever have a boyfriend before Ethan?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. And as that group as a whole, I guess, did you know their other two roommates?
Yeah.
Okay. Who were they?
Bethany and Dylan.
And how, I guess, how often would you go over to that place and hang out? Like pretty frequently, or like not very much, or what do you think?
I mean, like every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like I'd say like probably once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks.
Okay. How?
So we're just now at this portion of the interview report. Blank went to 1122 King Road once every week or two. He said a party was hosted there about weekly. A typical party would be attended by 50 to 60 people. He described the dynamic of the house as fine and stated they all seemed to get along really well. That's this portion of the interview.
How often did they kind of like host the party?
Pretty often. Maybe like, once every 2 weeks, maybe once a week.
Yeah, it's like they really don't know a lot.
Obviously, when I'm saying this, like I'm kind of meaning like a legit house party, you know, like the big one of the area or something like that. Is that fair to say? Like that was the place to be, or what?
Every once in a while, they had like a bunch of people over there, but like a lot of times it was just kind of chill.
Okay.
And hang out.
on a typical party that they would have over there, how many people do you think would usually go to that? And I know it varies, like, and people come and go throughout the night, but I guess what would like just an average number to throw out would be?
Probably like 50, 60 people.
On like an average kind of just night, like an average party, if they're hosting?
Yeah.
Okay. As like, obviously, because the 5 girls live there and Ethan obviously crashed there quite a bit. I guess how would you describe that group of people in that house as a whole, like all 6 of them? Were they like, did they get along pretty well? Was there kind of some weird issues that you know of, or was like, you know what I'm saying? What was your read on everything?
My read on everything seemed fine, like that I know of, to the best of my knowledge. They all seem to get along pretty well.
Yeah. Did
I mean, all those people are really nice people. Like, I couldn't see them. I didn't know Matt or that as well, but
sure.
They but the other 4,
yeah,
I knew pretty well, and they were all really nice people. So.
Did you know Bethany pretty well?
I know Bethany pretty well.
How long have you known her?
Since I got to college.
So like, help me. Was that about a year and a half ago? Is that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And dude, if I get something wrong, you got to correct me. Like I've talked to a lot of people, so I'm.
So he would have known Bethany and Xana before he met Ethan, which is almost kind of like Peter. Isn't Peter also the other one that said that he knew Bethany and Xana kind of before he got close to Ethan since the beginning of college? I think he's the one.
I'm trying not. That's why I ask so many kind of like repeat questions, because I just want to make sure I'm not writing down the wrong stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So okay. Did Bethany have a boyfriend?
Did Bethany have a boyfriend? No, she was sleeping with Kai Davis. This is redacted. Let me go back to what he said. Okay, so about Bethany, let me see if the report says anything. Okay, yeah, it does. Well, I guess since it's redacted, I'll let it play while I'm talking, and then I'll just, when I hear it, I'll go back. Okay, so on the report, it says, Tim knew Bethany for about a year and a half and knew her fairly well. Bethany did not have a boyfriend and had lived at 1122 King Road since the start of that semester. And then it comes back with him snorting his face off. That's just great. Then it says, Blank had just met Blank at the beginning of the semester and knew her from going to 1122 King Road to hang out. Blank did not have a boyfriend that Blank was aware of. So I guess this second portion is about Dylan.
Do you know, did Bethany have like an ex or something?
Did Bethany have an ex or something? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Because like when they said the name, that it had a nickname, people in chat said the rack. I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense because we've heard that term be used by them before. But whose apartment is it? And do we know who the other guy is that was hanging out with some unidentified females there? And why is Jaden and Trent's interviews not available, according to Connor when he tried to get them? Like, that's crazy.
And how well did you know Dylan?
You mean Bethany's other guy that she was talking to? Oh, both of y'all just said that at the same time. Look, they back to back. Logan Amick, who the frick is that? Who the frick is that? So how was she handling? They got denied by you too. James Haywood was also with them. So, okay, it was interesting, and this is just what Kai said. But Kai Davis said that when the news about 1122 broke, that his friends thought that he was the guy that died there because he was always at Bethany's. So they thought just like, they didn't know that he was home. They thought that he was just there because he's always there so much. So if that's the case and he was there like all the time, how the hell did she have any damn time for another dude? And he's adult. And he's adult. Huh. That explains a lot. Those initials are interesting. Interesting. Okay. Diom. That's crazy. Our Maddie? Like before Maddie got with Jake in Boise, she was talking to this Logan guy before? I've never heard of that man. I've never heard of that man. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, over on Typically Unique, I mistook it and thought that it was Jake, the boyfriend that Maddie had when she died, but it's an ex-boyfriend named Jonathan. Logan Amick. Interesting. Interesting. We are redacted. There's only about 6 minutes left. Really? That's incredibly insane. Yes, please. Is it like on YouTube? If you found it on YouTube, can you just screenshot me like the channel or like the page that it's on? Because I typically try not to click on any links just to be on the safe side. But if you could just like screenshot it to me, like where it's at, then the way I can go grab it, I would be appreciative. Thank you.
Give me 1 sec. Just
right from what Molly described. Yeah.
Was there ever, like, I know how parties go. It's been a while since college, but 10 years, I guess. But like, I know they're not always like
so annoying.
Shit happens when people drink, right? So like and that's normal and like kind of expected, you know. But was there ever an instance where something happened to where it was like, I guess, kind of uncomfortable, or to where there was maybe some beef that started from it, or essentially it was kind of like, oh shit, this is real? Like, do you remember anything like that ever happening at one of the parties at that house there?
I do not know. Every time I went, it seemed like a good time. So. Okay.
Was there ever, I guess, with that group of friends there, is there anyone you can think of that maybe, I don't know, tried to be part of the group or tried to go to a party and they just didn't like fit, or they just weren't the type and they weren't really that welcome?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. Not just as the people who lived there, but like as kind of the regular crew that would party over there. Was there ever anybody who showed up that was like, dude, that guy, yeah, he ain't coming back here or something, or she should not come back to the party here. Like, that's just going to be drama and trouble. How
many times are they going to ask the same kinds of questions over and over and over and over? This guy really sucks at his job, you know?
Or any individual you can think of where that was kind of a thing?
No.
Okay.
They were like always super nice about that type of stuff, so
pretty.
I don't think they're ever like, you can't come back. Like, I don't think that was a thing. Or to my knowledge, I don't know. Maybe there was.
Yeah, sure. And I get that, man. I'm just asking what you can, I'm just asking what you know or can remember. So it sounds like you obviously knew Ethan and Xana really well. You didn't know Maddie and Kaylee that well, but Beth a little bit more. You'd met Dylan, I guess.
Met Dylan, I guess.
Is there anybody you can think of, or any group or any person that would do something like this?
No.
Of course, that's the answer.
Okay.
No.
Does anybody in that's associated with the circle kind of stand out to you as even just like, hey, that guy's kind of weird, right? She's got a screw loose or like
She's got a screw
that guy's got
loose.
something wrong upstairs. Anything like that?
Why does he do this? every time he goes to give an example of something, he's just got this fake little chuckle thing. Oh, I hate it. I really hate it. I don't like it at all. Ugh.
That would do something like this.
No.
Okay.
No.
Does anybody that's associated with the circle kind of stand out to you as even just like, hey, that guy's kind of weird, right? She's got a screw loose or like that guy's got something wrong upstairs. Anything like that come to mind?
No.
Okay. Give me.
I hear a lady whispering. It's the Lehman lady.
All right, I'll just make sure I have all my stuff on here real quick. Dude, I know it's been a long phone call. I appreciate you sticking with it, man. I know it's not easy, but this helps us put all the stuff together we need to work on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's all good.
Last thing, can I get your girlfriend's phone number?
Give me your girlfriend's phone number, he says. This is almost done. Takes you this long to get your girl's number? Come on now. This is taking forever. It's only got about a minute and a half left. And then we'll go look at that letter that Logan got. And then, of course, it redacted again.
Yeah.
Okay. Tim, I think that's all I got for you right now. Just because of like, there's a lot of information that we're collecting and people we're talking to and whatnot. So it's possible that I'll reach out to you again or that somebody else will. I know it's not easy. I really appreciate you talking to me though. And the more we can learn, the closer we get to figuring this all out, you know. And I know it sucks, man. I know on my own experiences, I know it sucks, you know. So I appreciate you talking to me, man. We might reach out to you later. Obviously, it won't be tonight. So unless you got anything else for me or anything you think that I should know or that would be helpful, man, I'll let you go.
Yeah. No, I wish I did, man. I wish I did.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for chatting, Tim.
Yeah.
All right.
Course.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah. Dude's weird. Dude's real weird. Okay, so Logan got a letter that was sent to Sigma Chi in a FOIA that looks absolutely wild. So we're going to look at it from here. Because I know Crazy Cutie sent me some screenshots, but I was doing this while I was listening to the interview so that I could get it bigger on this thing so that we could sort of look at this. Let me go back to the bigger one. Okay, well, let me go back to the envelope. So this is the envelope. This is the envelope. And it was sent to Sigma Chi. Let me make myself smaller. This is weird as shit. This is weird as hell. November 25th, 2022 is the stamp right here. It has Winchester, Idaho, and the initials WJ. And it was sent to the Sigma Chi house. It has several different stamps. This one about French roast. This one looks like a boat, Energizer bunny, and then an eyeball. I don't know. I don't think this one's a stamp. It's more of a sticker. So then the back of the letter, it seems like it was sealed with the same French roast. I don't know what that says. Imperfection French something. I don't know what it says. It might be like something that you could like Google image search and maybe find a brand for it or something like that. Let me actually do that with my phone right now and see if it does anything. Let's see. Open camera. I mean, I know it's kind of blurry, but I mean, I know it's a fleur-de-lis, but I'm trying to see if it has like if it goes to a brand or anything like that, or even recognizes. I'm not even finding anything like through Google image search that shows like that sticker. The image shows a design layout with the text French roast / torréfaction français, I don't know, above a stylized purple fleur-de-lis symbol on a light textured background. The text references French roast coffee preparation. The central emblem is a classic fleur-de-lis, a traditional lily symbol often associated with French royalty and culture. The interface overlay includes Canva editing tools. Oh, well, that's my damn thing, you dummy. Let me get rid of that part. Like, I want it. I want to find the origin of it because they've used they used the sticker twice. But yeah, it's not showing me like, oh, this is where this sticker came from. No exact matches. Any visual matches? No, it's just fleur-de-lis. It's just fleur-de-lis. I'm not finding anything. Okay. Well, then this is what was inside of it. And there's like a dream catcher at the bottom. It looks like a stamp of some sort. But it looks like it's a picture of Ethan Chapin in the form of a Pokemon trainer. Like, the first time I saw this, I thought Ash Ketchum. But that's the Idaho Tower and like trees and shit back here. So it's like somebody drew a picture and it's supposed to be Ethan. It has his name right here, and this says something. I don't know what it says down here, but that's the I symbol for Idaho. So I don't know. But this is, I mean, yeah, it looks like Ash Ketchum. Looks like Ash Ketchum, so I'm not sure. But then this is the bottom of it. It's an Indian looking dream catcher type thing. Get rid of this. See right here? Right here. It's like a dream catcher. So I don't know. I'm going to have to did she post it in the thing? Did she post it here yet? No, not yet. Yeah, that is crazy. That is super odd. Scribble on the forehead looks like a name, you said? I guess it could be. It's just very, it just very much looks like a Pokemon trainer. But it's supposed to be Ethan. It looks like it was done with matte pencil. Possibly matte pencil. I don't know if there's a picture of Ethan with the Idaho water tower behind him. Yeah, your screenshots are probably clearer because mine kind of are poop. Hold on. Oh yeah, they are a lot clearer. Can I make that as big as possible? Okay, yeah, these are a lot clearer. You right. Yeah, the hair is interesting. Ethan Chapin. See how it looks like Ash Ketchum, bro. There's the trees, Idaho Water Tower, Idaho. And then look at this. Look at the envelope. This is a lot more clear. Holy shit. Webb Space Telescope stamp. Boston Tea Party stamp. Winchester, Idaho. Let's see where that is. That's crazy. They released this one, but they won't release the freaking one that was sent to the sorority. Like, what? I mean, maybe it has something in it that's like worse. I mean, this is like, you know, it's just a picture. Let's see. Let me bring up the house. And then directions to Winchester, Idaho. Huh. So Winchester is down here. Hour and 13 minutes, way past things. But there's a reservation right here. I noticed in the chat people are bringing up that. That's interesting. So Winchester is way down here. Is it like a town? Sorta. Yeah. How creepy. And that was it? Just the picture, no letter or anything to like explain why? Because I mean, it could be like a memorial picture and it could be innocent. It could be, I don't know, an autistic person maybe, or somebody with a disability, like a dexterity issue, like Kohberger maybe, that just drew a picture and some sort of like memorandum to, or whatever, to Ethan as like a remembrance. And I mean, it just looks kind of crazy because there's no letter. I mean, it could be completely innocent, somebody who's just like sad about the situation, but it's very odd. But then again, the handwriting looks like the person wouldn't have a dexterity issue or a problem with like shaky hands or anything like that. So I guess that kind of takes that away, I guess, a little bit. It's very strange. It's very strange, but might not be at the same time. Just very much reminds me of a Pokemon trainer, which I guess isn't a bad thing. It's interesting, that's for sure. I wonder if they'll eventually release the one from the sorority then. I mean, damn, if they release that one, why not? You know? It's wild. It's absolutely wild. All right. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? We'll do things. I'm hoping we get an amended PCR from Kohberger's attorney this week so that we can get an amended response from the state that actually goes off of more than just, you know, something so small. It seems like they tried to make a lot of filler by calling simple sentences paragraphs that they were responding to. I guess they knew that they had to file something, but they really didn't have anything to say. There was nothing original done in all of it. So I guess we'll see what's going to go on here. I would love for it to hurry up, but again, I like I said, I want him to take his time so that it's done well. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. You guys go over to Accomplished Days channel and listen to Cole Barenberg. We've been waiting on something from him for a super long time. He is the one who was kicked out the bar of the Corner Club. He's also the huge discrepancy. Remember the DNA on Maddie's left clippings? He was one of the names that popped up in the ratio detection thing, first document that we got that they were looking at and testing against. And that caused a whole bunch of stuff too. But he says some really crazy shit at the very end of that interview. You definitely need to go over there and listen to that one. We'll probably go over it ourselves here on like maybe Saturday or Sunday, one of the days. Go listen to it. It's super interesting. Thank you so much for coming in here and spending time with me. Thank you for the jewels and the super chats and the gifted memberships and the new members. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, we will actually have our members only Monday. This coming Monday, the 31st, will be our members only Monday live for August. We'll do giveaways, our normal thing then, so don't forget about that either. I'll make sure to get that out. You guys have a great night. Get some rest. I will see you guys tomorrow. Let me make sure this thing is on here right. There we go. All right, you guys. See y'all.